Hello, folks, and welcome to another RSBANB update live stream. Today it's Cireon and myself here, and Cireon's going to be having a look at the mining and smithing beta for the first time. So you haven't had a look at this yet, have you?
No, I haven't looked at the mining and smithing beta like from my own character. I played quite a while doing Runefest. I think I must have played for like 20 minutes in the end. But yeah, nothing like doing this beta yet. I figured I'd save that for the live stream so you can see, or rather hear my first reactions to things. And yeah, I'm happy to look at anything if there's like any questions. I'm happy to go and investigate. I'll be around for a while.
And just for a bit of background for everyone, you have written video games before, so if you're gonna bug test something, you've looked for pretty obscure bugs before. But I'm not anticipating that we'll find anything today with this, but I mean, if we do, that'd be very interesting. And you're also doing an RSBANB Informer article on this subject as well, so I think it's going to be a learning experience for you.
Basically, pretty much this is going to be the largest part of my research for that article, on top of what I already did doing Runefest and heard before, of course. So yeah, I guess you can also sort of see how I do my research on these updates. Maybe I don't know if other people do it the same way, but I hope that's interesting. And yeah, otherwise, I just really enjoy taking apart game mechanics. That's why I like making my own games. I get to come up with like my own mechanics and figure out how they work together. So hopefully we can see some of that today. Yeah.
And for anyone wondering, basically the way this will work is, in large part, we are going to be looking at Cireon's screen, but if he screams for help or something, I also have the mining and smithing beta up, and I can pop over to my screen as well to test something. So what you guys are seeing right now is his screen, and barring fatal catastrophe, that's what we're going to aim to do, is keep most of the focus on his screen. So cool. You're standing in Priff right now. Where do you want to go first?
I want to go to the Artisan's Workshop, obviously. But I'm just looking at these messages. So all my iron ore, coal, and all that stuff is migrated. I like this family quest thing. That's this quest that used to give the goldsmithing guide lists, and it now unlocks the ability for gold and silver to be in your ore bank and metal bank. I think that's quite a big reward, isn't it?
Yeah. I think going back to it, the gold smithing gauntlets are always a mid-level item, and I think what they've done with this is they've expanded it out to be more useful for all. So,
yeah.
And I mean, I don't know if we're going to be smithing gold going forward, but it's a thing.
Yeah. So that I found that interesting, right? Like it migrated the ore, but as you can see, like the bars and such are still in my inventory, in my bank. So I'm going to take those out because they're probably going to be handy.
You got some ore there still that you missed.
Oh, they missed that. Oh, yeah, myth for ore. That's interesting, because it does say all your coal stored. Oh, this is just the Artisan's Workshop stuff.
Okay, so basically what they did is they used that as a jumping off point.
I see. So all my stuff is still in the inventory. Okay, let me see. Do I have any ore? Dragonbane. Let's take that. Let's also take some corrupted stuff. That might be interesting to play with. And let's take the protein bars as well. That might be interesting.
Protein bars.
And I saw these items. I'm going to take those as well. This is my crystal pickaxe, and I do have a hammer as well. All right, I think we're good to go.
You're all set. You're all set.
All set. All right. What's the fastest way to the Artisan's Workshop? I don't actually know. This should be a skilling necklace. Should get me there, right? Oh. Mining Guild. Yep.
Look at us thinking on our feet here.
Yep, that's the cache. Let me quickly see if I can disable loading screens. Oh, that's...
Boy, it's sure taking its sweet time.
Yeah. There we go, loading screen.
And to be fair, that is nothing related to the mining and smithing beta. That's just the fact that when you set up the beta, it's a fresh cache. When we get this in game, in the main game, it'll be using your existing cache, so it'll be fine.
I'm surprised though, because it didn't run an auto setup as far as I'm aware, or it was so fast I didn't notice. But yeah, okay, here we are. This looks largely the same.
The big changes happen inside.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've been here before, and, you know, I have to say, I think this looks gorgeous. I think this might, like, environmentally, even though it's a single building, be one of my favorite places in a game now. I mean, just looking at it, the architecture really feels dwarven and non-human. So, you know, just looking at this, I think it works really well.
And we're 6 days into the beta. It runs until the 27th. And as we can see here, there's still actually a lot of people who are playing the beta.
Mm-hmm. So, what's that? Can I get the rewards? This guy gives rewards, right? Yada, yada, yada. No? Okay.
Yada, yada, yada. Ding, ding, ding.
Metal token?
Yeah. So this is the metal token, and this is where people are probably going to want to go when they first come in, because you get all these tokens in your bank. You know, if you have like 2K steel plate bodies, for example, if you were doing steel titans, you'll get them there, and you'll have a chance of converting them to either steel salvage, which you can alch, or disassemble.
So how did the game figure out I should get 50 and 80 tokens?
Basically, if you had any kind of equipment in game in your bank, you would get it. Hello, Death Crash 2 in Twitch chat.
Hey. All right. Okay. So I guess. Oh, I see.
There's lots of choices here.
Oh, okay. That's interesting, because I think the items I had in my inventory were mostly items I would use for Treasure Hunter.
Oops.
Not Treasure Hunter.
Clue Scrolls.
Clue Scrolls. There you go. It's another form of Treasure Hunter. Okay, but I can't turn it into. I can turn it into salvage.
Yeah, and
now
the salvage pieces alch for more than the actual armor pieces do. So if you grab an adamant plate body and a large adamant plated salvage, those two are technically
I don't have that many
thing.
Tokens. But we can do like an adamant full helm, which is 20 tokens. And
go for a piece of salvage.
Sorry?
Go for a piece of salvage.
A blunt salvage? No, bladed salvage. And it should be the same price, so I assume it's this one, the small one. Or would... That doesn't really matter. Let's just do it like that. Let's do a bladed salvage as well. So I can disassemble these, right? Or alch.
You don't want to alch those. You want to alch the salvage. Because you're going to get a much lower return on the actual items than the salvage.
Right. So let me go and grab some. Oh, there's a bank back here?
Yeah, there's a bank at the very back.
Right. Let's grab some high alch. What's this? I'll have to check that in a sec. And I'm just check like a bunch of these. How does one high alch?
Drag it to the money pouch icon.
Yeah, or do it the old-fashioned way. So let's check how much. This is the helmet. That gives 400. And the this one gives 4,000. That's a factor of 10. That's significant.
Yeah, and see,
that's significant.
And that's the drop table changes right there.
I see. Actually, let me just check this last one as well, because this is a tiny one. Drag to the money pouch, you say, right? That's that one? That one. 2,000. Wow, okay. That's pretty significant. Cool. And you can also disassemble them, I assume.
Yes, you can disassemble them.
All right, let's take a look at that.
And this is the most important part of why everyone should be checking this beta out, because, you know, you're going to have these items in your bank, and you're going to get these tokens instead. And you want to make sure that all the tokens that you got are things that you actually want to have disappear, and they didn't take anything that wasn't supposed to disappear. So, you know, I checked my bank; it looked good. So I think everyone who just has, you know, if you have a huge collection of rune items or whatnot, check the bank.
Right. Let me disassemble this. I turned off filter, so we should be able to see everything. So it's 3 base parts. That's pretty decent, I think. That was a large piece of stuff, a huge stuff. Yeah. So I think this is pretty good returns. I'm afraid I don't have anything to compare to.
Yeah, I mean, who normally pays attention to what kind of
yeah
materials they get when they disassemble?
Yeah, especially because I usually have them filtered. So, yeah. Let me actually just turn off the chat. Right. Okay. I mean, I like these items. I think it's really cool. And like I said before, I think thematically it's really cool that monsters, like abyssal demons, why are they even dropping like whole pieces of rune stuff? Like, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, now they just drop rune salvage.
Yeah.
And I actually did an Abyssal Slayer task on the beta server, and there was very little, if any, difference in terms of GP rate for that task.
Cool. Yeah, metal bank, bars. Yeah. Okay, so I can drop all my stuff in there. So that took all my ores, at least. Can I not put my bank in here? Why is it not putting my... Let me deposit all here. Right, okay. So now I have all my stuff deposited. So mithril still requires mithril and core. Okay, this hasn't changed then. No, we need luminite to make adamantine. And we need luminite for runite. All right. You know, let's jump back and let's get some luminite, I would say.
All right.
Look at this. Look into some.
I want to see how you're going to figure this out, because there's a way to do this very easily.
I first want to see what this icon is about, but it's not telling me. Luminite injector. I see. What are injectors? Is that like
It's the replacement for the portable forge. It just becomes an AoE boost in the artisan's workshop.
I see. But you have to sort of inject it somewhere, right? I assume it takes like people injecting luminite in this case, because it's luminite. That's not really clear to me. Anyway, so let me check. So we have honed, which increases the chance per rank to successfully gather items. So they have updated this to mining as well. So my honed will give me an 8% chance to give me an additional ore.
Oh, that's good.
That's pretty significant. And a furnace. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Oh,
okay. So just extra XP.
Oh, and mining has a effect to generate no progress but give double XP. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Right, let's go. So I know the world map does cool stuff.
Okay, good.
But we need to find some luminite. That's a pretty high level thing, I would say.
Luminite's in the
mid-level.
in the 50s.
Yeah, in the 50s.
Tip here: turn everything
here.
off except for mining sites.
That's a good point, actually.
Just hit the deselect all button.
And then mining is under resources, I assume. Yeah, there we go. So we have stuff there. That's clay, I assume. Coal. Phasmatite. There's luminite. Oh, there is luminite in the dwarven mine. Keldergrim has luminite. Crafting guild is the same.
Does the mining guild?
No, I don't think so, actually. It only has runite and auric calcite, which is an interesting combination. Our carrot mine doesn't. Dracolith? Oh, the resource dungeon has quite high level stuff. That's limestone still. Dark animica. Oh, fascinating.
That is the only source of dark animica that we were able to find in the entire world.
What's a perfect gold tour? That's an interesting one to check out, maybe.
It's from that quest, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a fun one. I mean, the dwarven mine looks pretty promising. I feel I should know better mining spots, but
well, they changed everything around. Like, when was the last time you had rune in the Grand Tree?
I feel I should know more locations. What's in the Bainite? Okay, that might be unique to the wilderness. And that's day old. Yeah. Okay. Let's check out the dwarven mine then. I guess that's easy enough. And this free items shop. Let me see if they have.
Yeah. See.
Artisan's Respect Giver. I like that one. Yeah, well, I'm gonna definitely get these trimmed stuff, pick it up. But no, I was seeing if I could get the pickaxe by any chance. So
yeah, I actually checked that out, and the only option you have is to make an Elder Rune pickaxe if you want a tier 90 pickaxe.
Right. So this is the mining guild, which is not what we want. Can I check? No, the hover doesn't work here, but that does work. Okay, so let me see. This is iron. Cool. Oh, luminite is in the mining guild, actually.
In the resource dungeon.
Alrighty. It's a bit strange it is grouped under the dwarven mine above ground rather than
yeah, and that's good because I mean it means you don't need to go into the dungeon to try and see what's in there. So,
yeah, but it's strange. I feel it should be grouped under the mining guild entrance. It was under the dwarven mine. Oh, parcels are a thing here as well. Lovely. Right, so you get these. Let me put all this away. This is pretty fast, I'd say.
You got a sparkling thing.
Oh, where? Oh, good point.
Those are the Rockertunities.
They even updated the achievements, apparently. So I get a lot of critical swing. So I assume that is because I'm like much higher level than.
Correct.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a sparkling.
Hello, Tycho in chat.
Hey. Yes, I did play the beta at Winfest. Not on my own character though. So while it was a full world demo, I didn't really get around to teleporting to different places. So this will help me.
Yeah, they didn't unlock the lodestones for us at RuneFest.
Yeah, that was a funny one. Oh, it's really hard to miss. I wish there was like a sort of a sound, maybe.
Yeah, and that's something else that Tanis said is that, you know, it's good that it's sparkling and whatnot, but beyond that, they are hard to miss.
So that's like an inventory of stuff. That's pretty decent.
All right. Hold before you go up. Did you notice anything when you were mining it all there about sounds or visuals on the rocks?
Not really, to be honest.
Okay.
No.
Because when you're mining there, when the way it works with mining is you have 100% stamina to start out with, and that goes down by 10 each swing. And when you hit the rock at 100% stamina, you get a green spark. Then if you're not at 100% stamina, you get white sparks.
That is not obvious to me at all.
Yeah, you have to watch really closely for that. And I don't know if you caught it, but the sound also subtly changes too. So.
All right. Should I make adamant bars or? Why does it only allow me to do one adamant bar, even though it says 84? Oh, this is what I have in storage already.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can like start a project. Let's say let's do like 4.
And everyone who is looking at the beta here is going to want to keep your rune bars, because you do need rune bars at the end of the day to make Elder Rune. So.
It says you should deposit your bars in a metal bank. Why does it not do that for me?
Right.
Well, I get.
I don't know if you're going to be able to deposit from where you are right now.
Well, no, not here. So I have to walk here. But here, oh, okay. I guess it's to prevent people. I don't know. I think it's a bit weird because you would think they would do that to force you to still do sort of smelting runs, but isn't the whole point that you can just use the bank now? Yeah. I know. And then I just put them in here. Okay. Right. Let's switch to my hammer. So one thing that I found confusing, even doing also doing my beta, so I shall call it out again. This one is interesting, by the way. This requirement, you must be using an anvil, which is, that's what I'm doing, right? But these show as enabled, as I can do something with them, but I don't have any of these items. See, like these are empty.
Oh,
these are empty. This is empty.
Like, I don't have any. And even if you look at the begin project button,
like like it all sort of it looks like I can do this stuff. Well, here it's pretty clear. Like I can't make anything out of orichalcum because I don't have any orichalcum bars. So that's a bit confusing to me. Can I make how do I make a ore box? Do I start?
I believe you started iron?
No. Oh yeah, iron. Bronze ore box.
Yay, we need bronze bars.
Alright, let's not do that if you don't mind. That's going to take a long while to get. No, actually it won't. It won't. It will be fine.
You can get him from the freebie guy here.
Well, he only gets ore, so. Oh,
it's noted.
Yeah, let's just get like a whole bunch of everything.
Yeah, you already had a look with mining there, and in general, I think mining is the simpler of the two when you look at it.
Mm-hmm. So let's deposit all this stuff. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame that you can't really get you can't get bars really quickly. So this is interesting. I managed to make extra bars, but I'm not sure why. That's an interesting one. These green notifications.
I think that's the Luminite injector.
It could be. So let me show you like an. Oh, didn't I thought I made iron? Oh, I did. It just didn't update. Right. So here's. Let me show you something that I find annoying, and I think is a bug. So I created a single mithril bar, right?
Sure.
So let me deposit all this. Now, in your normal inventory, if you have one of something, it doesn't show a number.
Correct.
If you have a stackable or anything, it does. This uses that same logic, so I have one mithril bar, it doesn't show a number, even though I think there should be a 1 there.
And if you have none, it shows 0.
Yes. And it's grey, so it's pretty obvious in that case, but yeah. I have adamant, orico. Well, that should give us like some. Yeah, we were gonna make a bronze ore box. We're gonna begin the project.
Oh, here's our first go with smithing. Now this is a time where you get to utilize one of your most favorite skills in the game.
Fire making, yeah, right. I could do something with fire making, but how? Wait, no, that's not what I want. Okay, now I'm confused. No, smith.
Oh, I believe we have our first issue here.
Is that because of the protein bars?
Yeah, you have protein bars in your bank, so it wants to do something with that first and foremost.
All right.
And you have 80 seconds.
Yeah, no, let's not do that. But okay. I just used a single protein bar. It looks like those still work exactly the same as before.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
So there's no choice. No choice if protein's in inventory.
Are you noting all these bugs down?
Yeah, I'm noting that one down.
All right.
I'll also note the numbers down.
Yeah, please do, because I'm going to forget all this stuff. Okay, so now for Smith. Yeah, see, now it will. Okay. Because I was confused, because I remember this more intuitive from like last time. But so yeah, I finished smithing it. That was pretty straightforward, actually.
Yeah,
so
and that was straightforward because that was a bronze item.
So now I'm going to switch to iron.
And there's your
heating
heat.
it up. Yeah.
Which is 300 plus 2 times your smithing times 2 times plus 2 times your fire making.
Which is max for me, all right. See, that takes considerably longer.
Yeah, just wait till you get to the higher level ones. And it's interesting that there was just a noise in the background. I'm not sure if that was sound bleeding through or if it was your chair, but as soon as you started hitting the anvil.
Oh, that might have been my chair, just me sitting back. My chair is so squeaky. My apologies for that. Oh, there we have the bullseye lantern. Okay. So people... Oh, no, I need to heat that a bit better. So people have been sort of complaining about the AFK-ness, right, of mining. I feel this is... I mean, on the higher levels, it's more AFK.
Of smithing or mining?
Mining. People have been complaining about mining being more AFK. But I look at smithing, and... Well, at this level, it's fine, but especially like bronze and iron, it feels pretty straightforward. Like, it feels pretty intense, actually.
Hover over your in-progress smithing object.
I like the experience counter.
Yeah,
I think this is a good tooltip. It's a good tooltip. And I'm clicking to this interface quite easily now.
And that brings up something else in my mind. How would that interface work on mobile?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I can open it on mobile. Maybe I'll give it a try afterwards, but I can't show you. But I find this quite intuitive. Like, this feels quite... the old smithing was you go to the make X interface and you're like... you select the thing and you wait for the inventory to complete, right? That was the old smithing.
Yeah.
if you do like rune plate bodies, your inventory is empty pretty quickly. So you're clicking a lot. Like, you're not really AFKing at that point. This is also not really AFKing. Like, look, I'm trying to optimize my heat here.
Yeah. Do you have your sounds on?
Yes.
All right. Just let your heat run down to about half. Oh, he finished the item. Okay.
Oh, I still have adamantine bars.
Yeah. What I want you to do for this one is I want you to fill the heat up and then let the heat run down.
Mm-hmm.
And listen to the sounds and just observe your screen.
So this is like white sparks. But yeah, I have to say, I find this is going to sound really, really stupid. I find smithing more fun.
Yeah. And there, you're below 2/3 now. So
yeah. And then 1/3 should change again, I assume.
Yeah, we're not getting your sound, but the sound changes when it goes down. And as you can see, the sparks changed from white to yellow. Oh, there we go.
Now it's red.
Yeah. Now they're orange. So I found that really intuitive.
It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch.
It's just a nice level of polish,
Yeah.
So that was very pleasing to see.
Let me just finish this, and then we'll have a quick look at the UI before. Yeah, there we go. So that's pretty cool. So this, it can store 40 ores. I think this is really cool. Like, this stores level 40 ores and below.
Correct.
Which is luminite and adamantine. So, as soon as you get to the adamant level, you can upgrade your own ore box to be useful again. And you have to keep up yourself to make that work. And I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, one thing I'm not sure what to do with is Dragonbane ore.
See, I believe what you have there is you have Bane ore, and then you've already attuned that to Dragon. So that's probably why you can't store it. That would be my guess on that.
But I still need to be able to turn this into bolts. Right? All right, let's actually open these geodes.
I'm just gonna give you gems.
I'm just gonna give me gems. Right. Okay. Well, I'm not complaining. Yeah, let's chuck this all in my bank. I don't have to care. All right. Let's see if I can figure it. So corrupted ore should also still be a thing, right? So if I go melt. Okay, corrupted ore is still a project like usual.
You can do a max of 60.
That's has always been the same. It looks like that's 24, even though I have like 500. Oh no, I only have so much copper ore. Iron. I have a ton of iron though. I guess 24 is the maximum it allows you to melt at a time. Oh well. That makes sense, I guess. Otherwise you just sat there.
Because you don't want smelting to be a training method.
Yeah.
Smelting is clearly
just
an
smelting.
intermediate.
I mean, smelting can be part of it. You just don't want just smelting to be a thing. Okay, so steel casting.
Let's see how we make a
metals.
cannonball.
I think that's the same as before, right? It's just... Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, the make X interface broke again. So silver steel. That's silver and gold. Where does Dragonbane come in, though? I don't know. I'm going to have to ask that.
What if you unnote that item? Because it's currently noted.
That's a good point.
867 million GP. Oh boy, double XP weekend was hard on my bank account.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Don't look at my bank one. That's everything I have stored for our clan. I don't see anything. That breaks as well. That doesn't do anything.
What was it used to be the process for making it into a bar?
I don't even remember. I'm gonna wiki it. But I think you melted the Dragonbane bar is made by smelting Dragonbane ore. I would say note that down because okay, so the bar is only usable on one of the anvils. Maybe they changed it so you can only smelt it there?
I'm going to try and pull up the design document here and get you an answer on that.
I'm going to quickly go to Etsy, see if there's a furnace there now. And if that doesn't work, then we'll move on.
Then we'll note that down and ask some questions about it. For those of you guys who weren't here at the start, basically what we're doing is we're running through the mining and smithing beta. Cireon's having a little look-see, and we're seeing if we can break this. Last time he played this was at RuneFest, so there are a couple changes since then. But
so this is a complicated one. There we go, Ketsy.
Oh, Kethsey, haven't been there in years.
I've been there before for more smithing. See, there is a furnace. Oh, how do you get there again? Oh my goodness. Oh, don't look at me. So awkward.
I have no idea. I have zero ideas either. So if there's anyone listening who knows, maybe.
No, I'm getting there. Look, I'm getting over the fallen spy. I just have to get. All right, heat. Catch and smithing. Yeah, this needs the bars. Look, this needs the bars. That's what it says. Like, you go to Caption Smithing, and you can make these things. But you need the bars. How do I get the bars? I don't know. I truly don't know. Let's note it down and move on. And I'll drop these. This is the beta anyway, so I don't care. Cool. What else did I want to check out? What else did I want to check out?
Do you want to?
I forgot.
Do you want to have a look at how the new armors look?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do some fashionscape. I'm not gonna make any of the new armors on stream.
You'd be there for days if you tried to do that.
Yeah. Also, not even like the other armor that's a bit easier to make. Just because I don't want to go to the process. I'm still a bit sad that so much ended up being tradable. I would really have liked some untradeable armor that made people spend 10 hours smithing.
Yeah, but
I would have enjoyed that.
But I mean, obviously they can't do that.
No, too. Take. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's
You're taking a whole list of it.
We can fix that. Ooh! You cannot disassemble Trent Masterwork helm. Okay. Well, luckily there's the time-proven method of dropping things. How do I reset this again? Just... That's a lot of outfits. How do I own so many? I don't even know. Clear all customizations. There you go. So this is the new Master Work helm armor, which looks pretty decent.
Yeah, it almost looks like that could be part of the white armor set.
Yeah, and if we trim it, we get like this nice little... Oh my god, look at that. That looks pretty sweet, doesn't it?
And the question is, how many people are going to want to wear that? Because that's tier 92 power armor that needs
That's tier 92.
Tier 92 power armor.
Yeah.
We know how expensive it is to make that.
Yeah, and can make some glorious bars. There's no glorious weapons, right?
No.
Let's see.
The best you can do for weapons in this is
Elder Rune.
Tier 90 plus 5 Elder Rune, which is tier 85.
Elder Rune.
So,
right. That's going to take me forever, isn't it?
Yeah, it will. And, I think the thing to note about that is that they're not augmentable.
That's a bit of a shame, to be honest.
Yeah. So they're a good intermediate set, but obviously you're still going to use your ports and whatnot instead.
Mm-hmm. So let's clear my inventory. Let's clear this as well. And let's see, what do I have? Drygorus? Let's go with Drygorus, shall we? Let's have a quick look at Abyssal Demons, I would say.
Oh, I found out why you were having a problem. From the design document, the other content design document, Bane is now a core mining and smithing metal used at level 80. There will only be one type of Bane ore in-game. The Bane ore mined in the Glacier and Abomination caves will be the same ore that can be mined elsewhere at the Bane ore sites.
Is that the Baneite ore in the wilderness?
Yes.
I see.
So what you have is effectively a legacy item.
Okay, let's still note that down because that should be converted then. Oh, penguin. I can't not spy on penguins.
Yeah, that's what I do too. Penguin hide and seek everywhere.
Climb top floor. Which is nice. Oh, no competition. That's an enjoyable one. Yeah, I know I should be using mage here, but I've never done that. So please don't judge. I'm not a good combat person. So that's... All
right. I got your answer for you. I got your answer for you how to make Bane items.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to make a Bane longsword, for example, you would need a Bane longsword plus 4 combined with a Draconic Visage. And you would put 4,000 progress into that to get a Dragon Bane longsword. Now,
I'm getting lots of sharks.
Yeah, we actually do need to note this down because looking at this, it says here...
Ah, there we go.
What'd you do?
I got medium-bladed adamant salvage.
All right. I'm going to continue reading to you. The method of tuning Bane ore unlocked in the Ritual of the Majorat will remain unchanged in-game. The tuned Bane ore spell can still be used to make different kinds of tuned Bane ore, so that's why it wasn't removed, because it's supposed to be in there, which can then be made into different kinds of ranged ammo. The smithing involved still requires the Kethian anvil, and actually making the ammo from the tuned Bane bar will use the new smithing mechanics, requiring progress and giving the same XP as a Bane bar. So the question is, how do you make a Bane bar?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I might have an idea. Let me just check something here.
All right. I'm not getting too lucky on these salvage. I'm not going to stick it forever. Probably don't want to look at me doing combat for a long time. You really don't want to do that. But yeah, this is. I mean, I used to. If I'm to be completely honest, I used to disassemble most stuff that was being dropped from Heavy Demons anyway. Yep. So for me, that changes nothing. But it stops these things from coming on the market. So I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's anything we need
from the Abyssal Demons. No.
From this character. So what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to quickly jump on my Iron Man, which is level 1.
Actually, before you do that,
yeah,
let's go get some. I just want to see the process for this. Let's go get some untuned Bane ore quickly.
Some untuned Bane ore. Righto. Let's.
You said to ask you to do hard things.
No. Please do. Let's ask these questions. I'm just figuring out what the best way of getting Baneite ore is. And I assume I can still go to the Glacius Cave to get it.
Yeah, somewhere up there in general.
I'm so tempted to catch this imp. But I'm going to be so mad if it drops a champion score on the beta.
And that was my number one fear while doing my Abyssal Demon tasks, is that it would drop something really, really good.
All right, Glacier Cave. Let me check my tool belt actually. So I do have a crystal pickaxe on my tool belt, in addition to having one augmented. Yeah, I'm crazy to have done that.
Twice. 2 crystal pickaxes.
2 crystal pickaxes, right? Yeah. All right, Baneite. There we go. So let's get a bunch of Baneite. Actually, I should have Baneite, right? From the free item stuff.
Did you? I didn't see it there. Oh,
I might have missed. Is it in the free item shop? If it is, then that's fine. There we go. I have 1 Baneite ore. So this is you look at this. It's considerably slower. On the other hand, this is level 80 stuff, right? And a crystal pickaxe is level 70?
Yep, 70.
So, yeah, that explains why this is considerably slower. So we'll need to...
you need to get a better pickaxe when this goes live.
Yeah, I don't think I have a second Imcando pickaxe lying around. But let me check my bank. Because to make the new one, you need the Imcando pickaxe, the... crystal one, and one more thing.
The hammer from the blast furnace.
Oh, the blast hammer, right? Yeah, that one I don't have at all. Definitely don't have. The blast fusion one. Let me quickly check that one. You can see that the goal they had was to make the Artisan's Workshop a hub, right? And you can see the effect it has in the beta. And, I think it's great. I think it is going to definitely become more of a hub. Yeah, no, I do have all the Bane.
So what do you need to make a Bane bar? Click on the Bane bar. What was the secondary? Bar?
Good point. Nothing. It's just 2 Baneite ore.
Okay.
So how many do I need? Let's make a few more.
So we're just getting standard
Bane. Yes. Oh, Dragon Bane! It is here.
Oh.
Dumb. How did I miss that? Why did I?
It was at the very bottom. Bane? Specialist ore.
It is there. It is completely my fault.
All right.
I completely missed that. Wow. Fascinating. How I missed that. But otherwise you just go and Elder Rune pickaxe. can make a Bane pickaxe, which is level 81. If we wanted.
Oh,
Pickaxe of Earth and Song. Yeah,
Yep.
the Imcando pickaxe, the Crystal pickaxe, and the Blast Fusion hammer. I don't know how easy it is to get a Blast Fusion hammer.
The Imcando pickaxe is apparently harder.
Yeah, the hammer is sold by the foreman for 1 million GP.
Yeah, so that's the easy part.
Okay, that's the easy part. Let me check my bank. I could buy that, I guess.
I think I'm gonna, before this drops in January, I think I'm gonna over the Christmas time will probably be the time to get that Imcando pickaxe, because I never got that.
Oh, I did get it, and I think I merged it. Oh no, I still have one. There we go. I still have it. So I need to take my crystal pickaxe out of my tool belt, and it was said that this would be possible. Oh, that was easy. Right click remove. Perfect. Okay. That means there's only one thing. Yeah. And I have a direct teleport there. That's nice and convenient.
You wish they would have done something more with Keldegrim in the beta or in the rework.
Yes. Now that you mention it, they could have done that, but
because look at this, it's a ghost town, and it's as big as Prif map square wise, but no one ever comes here except for the thieving.
I mean, look at how shit it looks. Like, it's so old. It's so old. It's in here, right? Yeah. Or am I wrong? This is where the blast furnace is, right? Yeah, there we go.
I haven't been here in years. What happened with this minigame, I wonder? In the beta and in the rework.
All right, there we go. Got all the stuff we need. I mean, I've actually done some blast furnace back in the day when coal was pretty expensive. Because blast furnace, you could melt that stuff for half the coal price, right?
Your beautiful clean coal, right?
Yeah, I guess. But it means you can make Runite with only 4 coal instead of 8. That's back when coal was actually expensive. That was actually worth doing.
And I guess at this point we should probably turn our kingdoms off of coal.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. What we're going to do with that. Right, so I got these 4 things. Begin project.
And for anyone wondering...
Oh my goodness. Oh!
That 2,000 progress.
Yeah. And I already lost the heat there.
What?
Oh, that was probably because I didn't properly heat it up.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's going to take a while. Well, it's not too bad, actually. I get 20 per hit, so it's only 100 hits. It's not as bad as Eldervin, I'm sure. And now I want to see how this thing looks.
And the reason you want this pickaxe over an Elder Rune +5 pickaxe is because this one is augmentable.
Yeah,
So do you feel like folks like us who are maxed with 99 smithing and 99 mining already are going to be missing out from this update in that we can't experience it going from all the way up?
I mean, yeah, always. Right. I think this was a full thing experience, and yeah, I think you're gonna really miss out on sort of progressing as you go. Like we saw with the ore box, right? That's really something you own, you make. And that is something you are going to miss out on because you're going to just get the final one and that's it. You're not going to feel that progress over time. On the other hand, nothing is preventing us from doing smithing now as a money-making method. And,
True.
At this time, I mean, like I might get bored of it, but at this time, it seems more fun than combat.
Yeah, or it could just be the novelty factor. Also of note, regards to the blast furnace, the benefit now for the blast furnace is that you can now smelt bars from iron to rune without using their secondary, so no coal or luminite required.
Yeah, there you go. So it's very similar to what it was, but even better, I guess, because it's not at all.
Trahernauer. Existing Cireon stones and rocks are as they are. Existing benefits were removed, replaced with the following.
There we go.
Hey, you got an achievement for it. Nice.
Yeah, and there we go. That's oh, look at that beauty.
It blends right in with that trimmed armor.
It is. This looks really, really good. And now that you mentioned Prif, maybe you can quickly check it out and take a new pickaxe for the spin.
Yeah. Trahernauer will give you plus 20% XP for smelting corrupted ore, 20% chance to reward double ore when mining. Harmonized rocks.
It's still runite, mithril.
Yeah.
Adamantine and coal. So it's the same. It's the exact same. It looks the same.
Yeah.
And
you can actually mine gem rocks without moving now, so you can use that as a chance of getting onyx if you really want to, take that 1% chance.
Look at how quickly I'm mining my mithril.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is so lovely. I'm enjoying this too much. But
harmonized rocks at the start of every Trahernauer, every rock in the district except gem rocks have a 1 in 30 chance of being replaced with a light animica rock and a 1 in 30 chance of being replaced with a dark animica rock.
Oh right, yeah, mining gem rocks, that still works.
So 1 in 15 to have any rock replaced. So how many Trahernauers would you say we get per day?
Well, it should happen 1 in 4, so 6.
So you'd be lucky if you get one of these happening per day then.
Well, there's multiple rocks, right?
Yeah.
It's per rock, and you have like 5 of each.
No,
so it's like
no. It's every rock. That every rock would be replaced.
I see. Yeah, I like this new pickaxe quite a lot.
Did you just mine 2 dragonstones?
Yeah. The gem mining is crazy fast. It's gems are gonna yeah, that's maybe a bit too fast. Do I have a daily challenge for this by any chance? Oh,
what?
That's interesting.
What was that?
I just got logged out. Malformed login packet. Try again. Fascinating. I'm back. I was just... Yeah, no, yeah, okay, don't do that. That's very broken. That's very broken.
Go back to a regular rock and give it a go. See if it's just the Cireon stones, whatever you just did.
No. It's me opening an interface. The challenges interface.
I know, but I want to see if it happens. See if it happens when you're mining or not.
Okay.
All right, open that challenges interface.
Yeah, no,
okay.
That goes again.
Right, so the challenges are broken.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's beta only.
I am going to take this chance to log into my Iron Man account, which is going to be a bit of a pain. Because RuneScape doesn't support copy-paste.
Do you need me to swap away from your screen?
Oh, no, that's fine. I just need to slowly type my password character by character.
And what you're witnessing here is great account security.
Let's hope I got it right.
And you did.
All right. So this character is free to play, so we're a bit more limited in what we can and can't do.
That's good they give us a free-to-play beta world.
But unless... Yep. This is definitely free. Right. So this is my other character, which has absolutely nothing. I mean, I think there's a bronze pickaxe. Yeah, there we go. So, well, I'm conveniently close to this beginner mine. I assume there's copper and tin in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go. Copper rock. Oh, clay. Where's copper? Tin. Clay, tin. All right. Yeah. So that. All right. This is significantly sort of slower, isn't it?
Well, it would go faster if you 4-ticked it.
Is that a thing?
Yep.
I don't know when to click. I don't know how to 4-tick. Oh, yeah. That's my first Strange Rock on this account, actually. I thought Strange Rocks were a member-only thing. Oh, wait a second. I have full members access. This is just me not having unlocked the lodestone.
Oh, so it's a members world, so basically everyone has members, right?
Yep. So that's good. That's quite nice of them. Yeah, so this is quite slow, but let's look. Like, I had no mining experience to go with, right? Like, it's pretty slow, to be honest, I have to say. So let's try and get 4 bars going. That sounds like a reasonable. Oh, there's a. Yeah, look, you can almost not see that is glowing, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you're down there.
Yeah.
Like that.
They need to give it the similar effect of as the Cireon beams. I mean, not the Cireon beams. The loot beams.
You.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. Naming things after me, that's a good thing. All right. Let's look at another tin rock.
So now the question is, when you started this character, where did you wind up? Was this obviously not a tutorial island character, right?
Oh no, this was a character that was that I made later. Actually, after that, I think I level 2, nice. Copper and tin. Okay. See, I got something. Copper and tin, critical swing, chance increase.
Okay, and this is something we didn't know going into it. Is that you're gonna have an increased chance of getting critical swings. Well, we knew that you would have an increased chance of getting critical swings, but it wasn't telegraphed to the player in game, and it's good that they're doing that.
Look at that. It's basically invention now. Like, look at how many unlocks there are in mining. Like, this is mining. Mining gets all this stuff. It's like 5% better critical swings. Copper and tin rocks, double ore mining. Copper and tin rocks, double ore mining times 2. So almost every level, your mining is going to get better. Look at that.
I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but it certainly feels as though this is becoming very polished.
That is really not. Look at that. It's a bit like a combination of divination and invention, right? Divination also has this thing, I think, where you sort of get better over time.
Yeah.
You get this point. This is really quite nice. Don't you think?
Yeah, and I don't want to pass final judgment on it because it's not final yet, but this feels really good, and this feels like it's Jagex at its best if everything goes as planned.
And this feels not very buggy either, so that's pretty good. Yeah, we get. Oh boy. So this we drop. We create bronze bars. So I mined just about enough to get level 2, right?
Yep. Now let's see what you're getting for your smelting.
Well, I get a strange rock. That's for sure. Right. Oh, so that's the forge. See, it claims I can make all this,
but you
but
can't.
I'm pretty sure I don't.
Bronze unlocks all at level 1.
Oh, that's new. Okay.
All rune unlocks at level 50.
So I want to make this this bronze box, right? That's the first thing you want to make, I would assume. So I'm going to go.
Here we go. Heat it up. And look, you only got 306 heat.
Yeah. But I don't make. It's still. It's faster. It doesn't feel much faster though.
No, it's because you only need a small amount of progress.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So now I have a bronze ore box. That's really cool.
And that can store up to 10, or store up to what, 10? Of however many ores
Inspect. I can probably examine. I don't know.
All right.
It doesn't say so.
To the wiki we go. There's a good combination design document on the wiki. The I'm Sudi or the Sudi page /MNS rework.
So yeah, I want to get a shield because this is an Iron Man character. So I want a shield.
So with that ore box, you can store up to 100 copper and tin ore.
Cool.
Then if you upgrade it to steel when you have the level, you'll add the option to store 100 iron and coal ore as well.
So it's always 100?
Yeah, always 100.
All right. So yeah, smithing brought me about 2/3 of the way into the level. So yeah, you're gonna have to do a bit more smithing, mining versus smithing. It looks like, though this might, of course, depend on the items you choose to make.
And it's all right here in Taverley as well if you wanted to do that as well.
Yeah. So one thing that I wanted to still talk about, and definitely, like, this is a good example, and that's that I don't like this. Like this bar, I just...
Yeah, what does that mean? Like, I mean, I know what it means right now, but what does it mean to someone who is just starting out to see base plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 burial?
Yeah, and I mean, I think also people will be like, oh, I want the best stuff, like some like +5, and I think it's very very unclear. So what's interesting is like the icons are the same until you hit +5, where it actually looks the icons change. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So that's interesting. But yeah, I'm not really happy about that part. I think that's still, I don't know how to do it better either, to be honest. And also look at like this thing. Like, I like that it's now like, this is not a bad organization, but I feel we're getting to the point where we need a search box.
Yep. And I mean, just look at how many different kinds of weapons there are. You're not going to know what they are. You know, if you go down to the weapon, you have to hover over them to see. So it's gonna, you're basically gonna have to, thumb through the entire list.
You know, I'm a new character. I had never done smithing before, right? And this is the list of stuff I get and can build. Like, I like that I can make everything. I think that's good. I think this makes it significantly easier for Iron Man. Like, for Iron Man, this is great, right? You get, like, when you get one smithing and mining, you're gonna just go on, well, okay, 10, let's say 10. You're gonna go on a rampage, you get like all the stuff you need, you get all the what is it, steel level 10? I don't know. I don't even remember. No, iron, actually. So you go get all the iron, make yourself an iron stuff, right? And that helps you level up, but, you know, from that point, you're just stronger. So that's really good milestones to work towards, and I really like that.
Should they not show all of the rune and addy and all those items there? Like, sure, they can show the ore, you might get those, but should they not show the smelting until you have the level?
Maybe. I mean, that would not be too bad. I think it could definitely sort of simplify the UI a bit, maybe.
Because a level 1 smith can have Elder Rune bars and whatnot. But, see, and that's the thing. You might want to show it in that case, but maybe they could just gray them out if you don't have the level. Because it makes it feel as though you have access to this entire selection of things you can make, but in reality, you don't.
Mm-hmm. Oh, even look at that. Even the daily challenge of bronze equipment are updated correctly. That's really good. So I can just turn it in. Yeah, got a level 3 smithing of that. That's pretty decent. Yeah, heat bronze 30%. Yeah, so again, it looks like smithing. You get something like, because you used to get everything like something on every smithing level, right? And that would now be gone. But I'm just looking at it, and like, again, you just get a bit better at every level, which is awesome. I think they did that really well, and I think makes this one of the more interesting skills now to train, because every level you get something new, and you have these big milestones still at every 10.
Yeah, and I think this delivers on the core promise. And when you look back at what we have in game, it's just so flat, so one-dimensional compared to this.
Yeah, and what makes me think, what this makes me think about is, people are gonna kill me. Evolution of combat. That legacy also feels very flat. Has like some cool stuff, but it feels very flat, and Evolution of Combat has so much more depth and cool stuff inside it. And this does the same, and it takes a whole part of the game and it overhauls it. And dare I say it, unlike the mining and unlike the Evolution of Combat, they took their time for it. They worked with the community, and I'm going through this, and a lot of this. I mean, a lot of it still feels unintuitive. Like, I think the UI needs to change a bit.
But let's be clear, UI has never been a Jagex strong point.
Exactly, that was what I was going to say. Like, UI has never been the strong point of Jagex anyway. So, it's pretty much aligned with the expectations, I would say, of what to think. So yeah, I think I tried the most important things. Oh, there was one thing I still wanted to try. I wanted to go and look at the Dungeoneering reward store.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So let's have a quick look there, and then
and on that,
good.
They refunded everyone's coal bag, and you'll be able to purchase the auto heater from that reward store if you want to, for the same price.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, World 66 not
World
available.
66. Yeah, no. Oh, it's such an automated move to do that. And oh, yeah, you could see some nice SSHO there.
Okay,
we can fix this. We can fix this. I have this. I almost just did it. There we go. Yeah, good thing I didn't. That would have been a bit awkward.
My bank pin is on one RSBANDB update episode. I'm not going to tell people which one, but it is on one RSBANDB update episode from this year.
Alrighty, here we are.
And I've changed it since then.
So this is you've already unlocked. I could get myself a frosty pet. Okay, I didn't know that. I have more tokens than I expected. Let's see, what do we have? What's this? That's mercenary gloves.
What are you looking for?
I thought they had like a mining and smithing thing in here, right?
Yeah, the auto reheater.
Ah, there we go. That's the one I was looking for. Oh, only 4,000. That's yeah, there we go. So I now have that one as well. That's all. That's pretty straightforward. Cool. While we're here, let's quickly jump into a dungeon and see how mining is there.
It's going to be exactly the same as it was before, because it uses a entirely different code base.
Are you kidding me?
Yep. Mining and smithing and dungeoneering is going to be exactly as it has been since RS came out.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
That is... Wow. That surprises me.
Because apparently dungeoneering is another game within the game and uses its own code for mining, smithing, fishing, rune crafting, everything.
Holy... Wow. I did not realize that. That is quite shocking, actually.
Yeah, so if you find a rock in here, you're going to just mine it like you always used to.
That's going to be so confusing for new players coming into the game. Let's see if there are any rocks around. I should have gone for... Oh, screw this. I'm going to go and get complexity 2 going. To make things a lot easier. It is complexity 2, right? For
just go C6.
No, that's what I did, but that gets like a lot of stuff there. Yeah. Complexity. I think I just want 3. Yeah, there we go. Makes things a bit easier. There we go. Green shield key. No rocks. That's awkward. So that means to sit the same with sinkholes, then I assume, right?
Yep. Yeah, anything.
There we go. That's a rock. So let me quickly get rid of these. That's I find it a bit awkward, to be honest. I'm not sure what to think of it.
Well, let's be real here. If they were to do that, they would have had to rework the entire dungeoneering skill, probably.
Would they do? I don't know. It's a bit, yeah, I find it a bit awkward because, like, that would be really inconsistent for players who come into the game after the MS rework, right? Yeah, there we go. That's the exact same as it used to be. Yeah. That's sad.
Is it, though?
Yeah. Yeah, I find it sad.
Okay.
Oh, I happened to get the highest level bar there. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically if you don't like the new system, then come to do dungeoneering all day. Yeah, there you go. Promorphy and plate body. The old fashioned way. I wonder what they will do with the smithing animations. You won't see them as much anymore, I think. But yeah, cool. I'm out of here. I'm not going to finish this dungeon.
No. Anything else you want to do before we wrap up?
No, I think that was a pretty exhaustive list. I mean, there's still plenty of things I could look at.
And you know, we only got 3 things on the list that we need to investigate. No choice if you have protein bars in your inventory. That little UI issue of not having a number 1 if you only have 1 compared to 0 of bars. And your challenges UI is broken.
Yes, my challenges UI is very broken.
Alrighty. Anything you want to say before we wrap up, before we disappear?
Oh, I mean, I think we can agree that, it's pretty polished, and we saw this at Winfest, and this is just a continuation of that. It feels good. It feels RuneScape worthy to me.
Yeah. And, the only real question that's going to determine things going forward is what's going to happen with the prices of items. And we're not going to know that until it arrives at the live game. And that perhaps is the biggest question out of everything.
I don't care. I know it's going to be a thing, and yeah,
it needs to happen.
It needs to happen, and things are going to change, and things are going to be disruptive for a while. But things have been disruptive before, and we've gotten over it before. So yeah.
Yeah, everything will be fine. And, I think the thing that has given Jagex the license to push forward on this project is not that this is necessarily going to be accepted by everyone, but it's that it's been a community process from the very beginning.
Yeah, I agree. And, that can go both ways. And I think this time it worked out. So, yeah, I'm not sure if we'll see another project like this anytime soon. It took them 3 years, I think. It's hard to get a project like that finished. So, I think we talked to them at RuneFest, and they were like, yeah, we thought that we'll see another skill rework like this ever.
Yeah. Well, as Mod Jack famously said, when he started this process, he had hair.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically it. And, they've talked to Mod Osborne about this, and like any future skill stuff, like fletching. Fletching is another one that...
Crafting too.
Crafting too. Like, they can... Yeah, they're just going to add content to the high levels because it's just not worth completely revisiting it. And I'm really sad about it, but they're right. Like, has it been worth it? I think so, but how many updates have we lost out on?
Yeah, and I mean, when it comes to ranged and magic armor, there's other better ways of bringing those into game, and obviously the mining and smithing is just so part of the RuneScape experience that this one needed to be done. So
yeah. All right. Yeah, that's it for me. I'll give it another think, and you'll find my final thoughts in an Informer article sometime this week, I think.
That's right. You can read that at informer.rsbnb.com, or if you want to have a look at the podcast where we actually talked about this with Dave, who the reason we had him on the show was because this was his first 99 in mining and smithing that he got. So two very important skills for him, and you can find that in RSBNB Update 698, the Brown Solution, at update.rsbnb.com. So with that being said, we'll see you guys next time, and it's time to go get ready for the weekly bite for the needle skips.
See ya.